ethnic composition, including, apart from Romanians, Bulgarians, Turks and Roma. After 1913, when the quadrilateral that also included the two cities became part of Romania, the share of the Romanian population increased. The recollections of people who were born near Silistra are full of examples of good cohabitation, not just about differences. In 1997, the archaeologist Petre Diaconu told Radio Romania's Oral History Center about his multi-ethnic family.
Mama mea nu era român. Se făcea dintr-un neam bulgar și de
My mom had Bulgarian and Turkish ancestors, and my dad was Romanian. But after marriage, my mom became more Romanian than the Romanians. I remember a football match once between Romania and Bulgaria, and my mom was more devastated than my dad when Romania were in difficulty. I learned to speak Bulgarian not so much from her, but from the other children. At home, we spoke only Romanian. My mom had learned Romanian very well, and her parents knew Romanian from even before 1913. They owned large flocks of sheep and used to employ Transylvanian shepherds who ran away from Transylvania because they didn't want to be called up in the army. So they crossed Wallachia and ended up south of the Danube, where they found employment as shepherds. Politics changed the people's lives. It made some abandon what they'd had before, while others it provided greater opportunities. Petre Diaconu.
În 1911 a intrat trupa română după pacerea.
In 1913, when the Romanian troops entered southern Dobroja after the Bucharest Peace Treaty, my father said many families experienced the same situation. Many Bulgarians and Turks spoke Romanian. I had to learn not only Bulgarian but also Turkish, because the village where I was born and where I would later spend all my school holidays had a majority Turkish population. My nanny was Turkish. I remember she was so fond of me that she was in tears in 1936 when I was 12 years old and she had to flee for Turkey with her husband, children and relatives. She loved me like her own children. Petre Diaconu became an archaeologist, a decision, he says, was largely influenced by one of the teachers he had in high school.
Când am ajuns la liceul de Silistra, atunci am fost oarecum marcați cu pasiunea.
When I went to high school in Silistra, we all became fascinated with the historical past, ancient history and archaeology. The school's director, Pericle Papahagi, a scholar well known among philologists, had moved to Silistra. He had given up his chair at the university and came to Silistra to teach philology, and then became the director of the school. He did that so as to receive the A-Romanian Macedon-Romanian settlers who were coming from Macedonia, being himself of Macedon-Romanian origin. Well, he had this passion for collecting old things and antiques. The small Romanian communities on the right-hand side of the Danube River view the river as a border, with not one that separates, but one which unites. And that was the history show.
Next on Radio Romania International, Link Greener. The development of road and railway infrastructure is important for the economy, but it also has adverse effects with respect to the conservation of biodiversity.
A dense network of motorways and roads and the expansion of urban settlements make it more difficult or even impossible for wild animals to move around within their natural habitat, which is becoming increasingly fragmented. The Apusen Nature Park is located in the center-west of Romania and stretches across 3 different counties, Alba, Bihor and Cluj. In the absence of alleviating measures, the development of infrastructure can lead to a fragmentation of the areas where wild animals live and travel, even within a protected area of national interest like the Apusen Nature Park. The park director, Alin Moș, calls for the migration corridors for large mammals to be preserved.
Munții Apuseni sunt ca o insulă montană înconjurată de zonele joase. Prezența în...
The Apusen Mountains are like an island surrounded by lower areas. The presence here of large mammals such as wolves, bears and lynxes is no accident. Fossils of many mammals that used to live in these parts tens of thousands of years ago were found in the park's caves. Back then, however, these animals were able to migrate freely to neighboring areas, something which is no longer possible due to the development of human society in the mountainous areas and especially in the nearby areas. Infrastructure has also developed a lot, and very often, unfortunately, especially in the last few decades, it did not take into account the migration of these species. The media frequently contains reports about bears ending up in inhabited areas, even cities, and entering into conflict with humans. We asked the director of the Apusen Nature Park, Alin Moș, about the situation of the bear population in this protected area.
Astăzi vorbim de o populație de urs care se situează în jurul cifrei de 30 de exemplare în zona...
There are around 30 bears in the park area today, which is an optimal number. There haven't been serious problems in recent decades in terms of conflicts between people and animals for 2 reasons. First, the number of bears has never been excessive, and they've always had enough food. In terms of territory, the Apusen Mountains are distinctive in that people have inhabited both their lower and higher areas, with permanent habitation to up to 1,400 meters, dating back a long time. In time, people have managed to cohabit with the animals, all the more so as there has always been enough room for either side. So an optimal density of the bear population, coupled with the existence of trophic support, and especially of quiet areas where animals can breed, led to few conflicts between people and bears, with no conflicts at all in some areas. According to our recent survey, 12 lynxes and 26 wolves, which are divided into 3 different packs, have been identified in the Apusen Nature Park. And that was Big Greener.
Next in this program, sports.
Welcome, I'm Mihaela Ignatescu. Romanian athlete Ana Maria Barbosu has qualified for the final of the all-around competition of the World Gymnastics Championships in Liverpool. She finished the qualifications held on Saturday and Sunday in 23rd place, with a total score of 52.233. She scored 13 points on board, 13.43 on uneven bars, 12.50 on beam and 13.30 on floor. Brazilian gymnast Rebecca Andrade came in first. She was followed by 2 American athletes, Charlotte Jones and Jade Carey. 24 athletes will take part in the final, scheduled for Thursday. Romania's women's handball team was defeated on Saturday in Tatabánya by its Hungarian counterpart, 33-28, in a preparation game for the European Championship that starts at the end of the week in Slovenia, North Macedonia and Montenegro. The most goals of the Romanian team, 11, was scored by Sorina Grozab. On Wednesday, also in Hungary, Romania will meet Germany in the last friendly game before the Europeans. Steaua Bucharest water polo team qualified for the round of 16 of the men's LAN Euro Cup competition after defeating on Sunday the Portuguese team Vitória Guimarães with a score of 14-5 in the last game of Group F of the competition. In the ranking, the Italian team Ortigia was in the first place with 12 points, followed by Steaua with 9, the Hungarian team BFFC Zuglo with 6, the Serbian team Valis with 3, and Victoria Guimarães with no points. The first two teams go to the round of 16 of the LAN Euro Cup, and the others will continue in the Challenger Cup. Over the weekend, games took place in the Romanian Football Superliga, counting for the 16th stage, the first of the return leg. On Friday in Ploiești, Chindia Târgoviște and FC Botoșani ended in a tie, 2-2. And in Craiova, Paru Constanța beat FCU 2-1. On Saturday, Petrolul Ploiești beat Voluntari 1-0. With the same score, Universitatea Craiova won away from home the match against SFC Sfântu Gheorghe. On Sunday in Arad, FC Argeș won the game against UTA with 1-0. In the evening in the derby, in Bucharest, Rapid beat CFR Cluj 2-1. The last two games of the stage, Leoven Hermannstadt and Universitatea Cluj SCSB, are due on Monday. In the ranking, Parul is in first place with 37 points. Next is Rapid with 32. This was today's sports roundup.
You are listening to Radio Romania International.
Hello and welcome to Your Music. I'm your host, Elena Energy. Today I bring you songs from the repertoire of a number of Romanian music bands. Let's start with the Krigri Band, who recently released an album entitled Happiness. The band is made up of vocalist Ștefan Mardale, guitarist Cătălin Ștefănescu Pătrașu, bass player Matei Pușcaru, and drummer Marcel Moldovan. Let's listen to them next with a song entitled World Sing. From Târgovește have also released a new album this year entitled X. Let's listen to a song on this album entitled Without a Mask. Alin Cotoiu Dincă is the vocalist, accompanied by guitar players Aurelian Balaul Dincă and Cristian Oftes, bass player Ionuț Oscar Rădulescu, and drummer John Kovalciuc. another song performed by the band Chopin, a song entitled When You Are Just a Simple Being.
Romania. This is Bucharest, Radio Romania International. DX Mailbag.
Welcome to a new edition in our DX Mailbag series. I'm John Weston. Once again, we go on a journey around the world, greeting listeners and friends, allowing you to compare how other listeners across the continents receive our programs. The first message we're taking out of the mailbag this week is the one sent in by Craig Christ of Manassas, Virginia, United States of America. Craig tuned into our broadcast on October the 1st, 2022, from 0000 to 056 hours UTC on 7375 kHz. We quote from his message, program ID, news beginning with the headlines. Report on fuel support subsidies. Comment on Education Minister scandal. Hit of the day was the song I Don't Belong. The Green Planet, with a report on the Danube Delta reconstruction project. Sports Weekend, with reports on water polo, women's handball, and football Super League. Cultural events, with a report on sculpture exhibits at the Bucharest City Hall Museum. Fully Romanian, featured folk songs from northwestern Romania. A love song was played. Simply folk with the song How Beautiful Love Is. Craig's simple rating signal of our broadcast was 45544. Mr. Christ's receiving equipment is made of a Win Radio G33 DDC STR Excalibur Pro receiver with a 134-foot homemade multiband antenna running northwest to southeast. Mikio Kahara, our 72-year-old listener based in Osaka, Japan, tuned into our radio broadcast on October the 1st, 2022, from 2200 to 2256 hours UTC on 9790 kHz. Mikio's simple rating for the signal of our broadcast was 45444 to 32532, thanks to 4. Mr. Kahara uses an Icon ICR75 with an AOR SA700 1.8 meter rode type antenna.
You are listening to Radio Romania International.
You're at the Radio Romania International. The DX mailbag continues with Mr. Kohara's message. Among the main points of the program that you will listen to, there was the news. Russia declares annexation of 4 Ukrainian provinces. China, India and 4 countries oppose UN resolutions condemning Russia. Romania supports mobilization of Moldovan armed forces. Weekend review. Romania denounces Russia's actions as violation of international law. Extension of emergency economic measures for fuel and energy prices. Romanian delegation attended the state funeral of former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. The Romanian economy in the first months. Then there was a song by a male singer, Mario, folk-style song. We had World of Culture, an interview, talk about an exhibition at a museum with a world-class collection of paintings. Radio Romania International Encyclopedia, talk about an introduction to 19th century Austro-Hungarian artist, male rock band, and jazz-style music. The DX mailbox, introduction of letters and reception reports from the listeners in the USA, Canada, Japan, and Indonesia. Music, female singer, I Love My Voice. Schedule of English service, female announcer. Francis Law, based in Dublin, Ireland, wrote the following, we quote, Dear Radio Romania International, I would like your latest QSL card, please. I heard your station in English on October the 1st, 2022, from 22:30 to 2300 hours UTC on 7310 kHz with a simple rating of 34333. The receiver I was using this time was an XH data D808 with antenna 57 meters long. Your program is DX mailbag, that's from Mexico, Japan, Denmark, followed by Simply Folk. Mr. Samuel Deep, based in Calicut, Kerala, South India, sent in his monthly reception reports for August and September 2022. Among other items in our program, Sanil tuned into listeners' letterbox on August the 28th and September the 4th, respectively. Sanil uses an Icon IC7100 HT transceiver with a horizontal dipole antenna about 80 feet above ground level. Mr. Deep's SIO rating for the signal broadcast was 343. Hans Werner Lollicke, our good old friend living in Hedehusene, Denmark, tuned into our radio station on October the 5th, 2022, from 0530 to 0600 hours UTC on 9660 kHz. Hans's SINPO rating for the signal of our broadcast was 43333. The receiving equipment is made of a Sony ICF SW 7600GR receiver with a telescopic antenna. Among the programs Hans tuned into, there was the news. Romania will have a 4.6% growth. Police have imprisoned a group of espionage, Nobel Prize in Physics. Features a situation, education and education ministers inside Romania, fashion in Romanian cultural events. Bucharest International Film Festival, focusing on Ukraine. Malik Allah Bachaya Kokan of the Sungat Radio Listeners Club in Pakistan tuned into our radio broadcast on October the 5th, 2022 from 1930 to 2000 hours UTC on 5910 kHz with a SINPO of 55544. Abdullah Ling, based in the district of Tanjavur, Tamil Nadu in India, tuned into Radio Romania International's broadcast in Romanian on 11950 kHz on October the 6th, 2022, from 1300 to 1330 hours UTC. Mr. Lim's equipment is made of a Texan PL310AT receiver with a telescopic antenna. Signal strength. Mr. Alim's SINPO rating for the signal of our broadcast was 53344. Mr. Alan Gale, living in Lancashire, United Kingdom, tuned into our radio station on Monday, the 26th of September 2022, from 1700 to 1755 hours UTC, on 97,600 kilohertz in DRM system. Alan's SINPO rating for the signal of our broadcast was 5 all. Very good reception for the entire broadcast. Mr. Gale's receiving equipment is made of a JRC NRD 525 with a DRM decoder card receiver with an AD370 active mounted outdoors antenna. Mr. Richard Lemke, living in St. Albert, Alberta in Canada, tuned into our radio station on October the 30th, 2022 on 7375, 9850 kilohertz from 0300 to 0352 hours UTC. Among the items Richard tuned into were the Traveler's Guide, Generation 3.0 and In the Spotlight, at that time focusing on the third edition of the festival, invited film enthusiasts to return to the cinema force. That's all we had time for in the Sweepstakes mailbag. Those of you who sent in their reception reports will receive a QSL card in the shortest time possible. Tune in again next week. Until then, from me, Eugen Nastar, it's goodbye and all the best 73s.
Focus on Romania. Coming up next on Radio Romania International. Simply Folk.
Today's edition of Simply Folk features the beloved vocalist Ileana Sărăroiu, who unfortunately died at only 42, but left behind one of the richest collections of beautiful traditional and party songs. So to end today's broadcast, we invite you to listen to Ileana Sărăroiu performing a song titled Then You Were Longing God. Our broadcast in English for listeners in North America, the East Coast, has come to an end. You can listen to our next program for North America, the East Coast, at 21:30 hours UTC on 7310 and 9430 kilohertz, as well as on the internet at rri.ro channel 1. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write an email at engl@rri.ro. Goodbye.